Sample 3D construction. I'm going to use this illustration to show how quickly we can go to a 3D model. I like to call this 2.5D. Okay, it's not the real 3D, but it is 3D actually. Here I drew a 2D polyline. So I have an outline and it's a closed shape. So this is all one item right here. And so once I've drawn my 2D using 2D commands, then I go in and I convert this to a region. Now I go up to the draw panel, and hit the down arrow, and then in here I come over here and I convert this to a region. Now a region is really kind of like a 3D flat plane. So when I click on region, it'll say select the objects. I'll pick on this object. It says one found. I hit enter. It doesn't really look like anything happened other than it made it like a sheet of paper. But it has 3D properties now. Now that I've converted it into a region, I can convert it into a solid. I'm going to do that by using the extrude or the push-pull. So up here I have push-pull, here I have extrude. I'll pick on extrude. I'll select this region. I'll hit enter, and it'll ask me for the height of the extrusion. I'm going to say 0.5 using direct distance entry, and I hit enter. Now I have, in this particular case, I look around here, alright, I have a 3D model of that shape. Okay, and I can actually go in here and type in the word list and hit enter, and that's going to give me information about any particular object, and you can see now it's a 3D solid. So that's a good thing. 3D solid is what we want. So now that I have a 3D solid, I'm looking at it in a realistic visual style. I might want to come up here and say, let's change it. And let's just change it to, say, how about we go with conceptual. Alright, so now I'm working in some sort of view style that I can see better and display it better and edit better. So we just did a quick example from a 2D object going to a region, and then from a region we converted it to a solid using the extrude command. Then we changed its visual style so we can see it better. Now this is a very simple process, but we are now working in 3D. And so it's just an illustration of how we can have a sample 3D construction, and we can go from a 2D object to a 3D object in a very short time.